We are nearly halfway through Chapter 2, Season 6, and we want to know what secrets Epic Games is still keeping from us. But today, we're going to take a look at what secrets have shown up already that nobody noticed. And hey, if we missed any, leave a comment down below. Oh, and make sure to stick around until the end of the video. We are going to fill you guys in on just what the heck is going on with Patrick's star in Fortnite. But before we get started, did you know that only 24.5% of our viewers are subscribed? We want to get that number up, so please, if you like our content, then hit that subscribe button, or else SpongeBob's laughing will haunt you in your dreams. Come on, time to spill the beans on some secrets. SPIRE symbol and IO logo. By this point in the season, you've probably made your way around the map and have checked out the 6 different towers. They're all protected by tower guardians, which you have to fight, and they all have launch platforms on top. But did you notice the symbols that are etched into their surfaces? They're the same on all 6 of the towers, and they happen to match one of the symbols on the logo of the imagined order. It's pretty crazy if you haven't noticed it yet. Could this mean that the Spire and its towers are creations of IO? It's safe to assume so, and that's probably why the towers and the Spire are so safely guarded. They can't allow the Foundation to cause more problems. On top of that, it seems the conspiracy goes further. Tower locations and Kevin the Cube. Everyone seemed to love Kevin the Cube when it was moving around the island back in the day, and it was a bittersweet moment when it collapsed into Loot Lake, turning it into a low-gravity field, making the area our favorite spot to bounce around. But do you remember all the locations Kevin the Cube traveled to? Have you compared those to the locations of the 6 towers on the new map? The towers have risen in nearly the same spots as the Cube's destinations. What's going on here? There has to be a connection between the Spire, the towers, and the Cube. Not to mention, look at the rune markings on Raz's skin. He's obsessed with researching the Spire, and the same symbols that were on Kevin the Cube have been imprinted or magically tattooed onto Raz's body. Does Raz already know the secrets of the Spire and the Cube? We demand answers by the end of this season. Barricades around POIs. Over the course of Season 6, barricades have been popping up around certain points of interest on the map. First, it started at Pleasant Park when items like traffic cones, tires, stop signs, and other junk started showing up, which blocked the road entrances. Then, on April 1st, barricades were set up in Misty Meadows with the windows in buildings getting covered. A telescope was also placed in one of the barricades, which points towards the Guardian of the Lake Tower. Is that a hint towards changing Spire towers? Next, on April 3rd, similar barricades were set up in Sweaty Sands. Finally, on April 5th, Retail Row was beefed up with the same kinds of barricades. Notice a pattern here? Any thoughts as to what's going on? The same day the Retail Row barricades rose, the Spire started making new noises, which sounded ominous and dinosaur-like. Since raptors are already in the game, does this foreshadow the invasion of something bigger, possibly more dinosaurs? Are T-Rexes coming to Fortnite and that's why everyone is building barricades and bunkers? To escape their hungry jaws? Let us know what you think. Next up, Travis Scott portals. When you were playing the Zero Crisis event, did you notice some similarities between all of the portals you had to close up? It turns out they were all portals that led to scenes from Travis Scott's astronomical event. One portal showed the island on fire, the second showed a space scene, and the other 2 portals showed the island underwater, which also took place during his concert. Could these hint at the future of the island as we know it? Fire, floods, space? It's always something catastrophic. Regardless, we thought the secret references were so cool that we had to share them, especially since so many players glossed over them the first time around. Up next, we've got more interesting secrets spread across the map. Secret Coffin. Have you all explored the shack on the outskirts of Slurpy Swamp? It's a POI that was put into the game at the beginning of Chapter 2. There are multiple coffins around the shack, which is spooky already, and there are even 2 graves just outside of the shack. Now, at the beginning of Chapter 2, the 2 graves were resting in peace. Now, in Season 6, if you go look at the grave on the right-hand side, you will notice the grave has been dug up and there's a coffin sticking out. Who was buried there? Not only do we have dinosaurs this season which have returned from ancient times, but we've also got ghouls wandering the island. We have one guess as to who this ghost could be. Willow Ghost NPC. If you start exploring the Weeping Wood section of the map during nighttime, you will find a ghostly spirit NPC. It's important you go hunting at night or it won't work. Now you have to be patient because this may take a while. Once you see a ghostly silhouette in the distance with the iconic 3 dots over their head, you've found them. As you get close, you'll be mesmerized by the shining light the NPC gives off. It's a woman named Willow, and she's the ghost we've been looking for. She'll give you the option to activate a rift and to reveal a future storm circle. However, if the sun comes out while you're talking to her, Willow will disappear. Willow seems to have a bit of an attitude. Her description reads, she's a wandering spirit with unfinished business. What kind of business does she have to finish? At least we know who hath risen from thy grave. Moving on. Batman's 22 Minutes. The first issue of the Batman Fortnite 0-point comic book crossover has dropped, and we're excited as ever to have new Fortnite content. Batman has been teleported from Gotham City to the Fortnite Island, and he's lost his memory. We know this because as he looks up at his gloves, he notices inscriptions that say, "This has happened before, and you have 22 minutes." Why would he write these things down? It's because he can't remember what's going on every time the loop starts over. He's become preoccupied with fighting random enemies. Batman wrote these phrases down because they're the only clues he has. He figured out that time restarts every 22 minutes in the loop, and that's how long he has before his memory relapses. Will he be able to figure out new clues in this short amount of time? After all, the Dark Knight is supposed to be the world's greatest detective, and we'll only know if this reputation is justified as the series continues. Let's check out another secret. Secret Art Room. To access this location, you have to head to one of the most northern houses in the Lazy Lake area. Go down into the basement of the house and smash the wall between the TV monitors. You can now enter the Secret Art Room. In the center is a glass case which is empty. It appears to have previously housed a fancy piece of art. Was it a classical painting of Our Lady Princess Felicity Fish? We've heard they go for millions of V-Bucks. Just kidding. If you've unlocked the first John Jones challenge, then the art display case will have 4 different jewels on the outside of it. Once you activate the jewels in the correct order, the anomaly will appear in the center, which you can then interact with. How about that for a secret treasure hunt? Moving on. Golden Spire Jump Boots. It turns out that there's actually a way to get Golden Spire Jump Boots. Any guesses out there? It's actually not part of any special quest. You just need the Midas skin with the ability of the Golden Touch. You just need the Midas skin from Chapter 2, Season 2. Now, in the past, Midas's Golden Touch ability was usually limited to weapons and vehicles, though people have tried this out on everything possible in the game. In this case, there is a secret. If you go through the process of eliminating a tower guard, bringing the Spire Orb all the way to the Spire, and then retrieving the Spire Jump Boots, all while dressed as Midas, you can turn them gold. The only problem? Sometimes they switch back to their normal design once you put them on, and will only be gold once you take them off. Is this worth doing during a live match? Sure, if you want to prove how much of a tryhard you are. Who doesn't want golden jump boots? Now for the last secret on our list. Spire Assassin Easy Defeat. The Spire Assassin boss located at the center of the map can be a pesky foe. She previously used a mythic shotgun as her weapon of choice, but after a Season 6 update, she now uses her very own recycler. What do you guys think about the recycler? It's kind of a difficult weapon to use and doesn't seem to function that well. The recycler has played into our strategy though because it actually makes the Spire Assassin easier to defeat. If you alert this boss and get her to chase after you, you can run into a room or hide behind a ledge. If she is still locked onto you as a target, the Spire Assassin will fire her weapon, hitting a wall and actually damaging herself instead of you. That plan backfired, didn't it? If you're able to lower her shield level with sneak attacks, then she'll take herself out even faster. Who would have thought a weapon upgrade would make a boss character easier to defeat? But hey, we're not complaining. Once you eliminate the Spire Assassin, you can take a recycler and use it for yourself, though we'd recommend sticking with a primal shotgun. That's all the secrets we have to expose today, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Before we forget, we have to address the coded Patrick Star Fortnite memes as promised. Any guesses as to why these are so popular right now? It's because when you look at an overview map of the Primal Island in Season 6, the outline of autumn areas of trees look like Patrick's star. Well, if he had one extra arm, that is. You get the point. We're just letting you in on a secret if you hadn't noticed already. Does this hint at the inclusion of our favorite starfish sometime soon? Who's to say? But we sure hope so. Have you discovered any of these secrets we've mentioned? Are there any new Fortnite secrets we've left out that you think are important? Let us know down in the comments section. While you're at it, give the video a like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you'd do us a huge favor by clicking that big red button. Plus, make sure to ring that bell so you never miss a video. You can also support us by using code NewScapePro in the item shop next time you spend some V-Bucks. This has been NewScapeGames, your source for Fortnite news, leaks, ideas, and theories. Until we meet again, stay golden.